What's up, guys? Welcome to a special edition of Fight Talk with me, Jimmy Dukes. We're here in Tucson, Arizona. We're rolling with Empire MMA. We got Chris, Babyface Assassin. We're gonna change that name sometime soon,
Still
right?
figuring that one out.
We got Weapon X, aka the Wolverine.
Nice.
And we got the Shooter Show on the far end.
Yeah.
These guys are all fighting tonight. I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to hang out with these guys, and we're here at the Airbnb, and I wanted to talk to you guys before you guys go out there and do your thing. But I appreciate your time.
Of course. Thank you for having us, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. I like since you guys are getting to know me more and more, I like to find out like these are the conversations I like, so people can listen and watch because you guys deal with a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And even when my heyday of playing sports and stuff, like I played at levels of whatever roller hockey, but it was never intense as I see you guys train and fight and compete. So I kind of want to just ask you guys some questions like leading up to, fight week, fight day, meals, little traditions, because you guys have all competed like doing other sports other than MMA, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A little bit of wrestling.
Yeah, a little bit of wrestling. Little bit. All you guys.
We dabble here and there.
You guys, and that's cool. Like all you guys have that wrestling background. Do you think that's a benefit that's been helping you guys in your career?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think wrestling, I mean, they say it all the time that it's the best base when it comes to MMA. And it's the same thing that you go through with the weight cuts and like the training. As MMA, it might be a little harder doing MMA, but it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've cut weight at a high level, Isaiah. Like, how does it feel like for MMA? Like,
MMA, you cut a little bit more weight because it's just one weigh-in every couple months, But the basics are the same. You got to eat healthy, get fuel to work out, and then you got to water load and kind of just be smart,
Yeah.
No chips, nothing like that.
The funny thing is about this whole week, we were all like, me and Jonathan were dying. Isaiah was dying too, but Isaiah does his weight cuts so perfectly, and it's annoying. Like we're always like, how are you drinking water an hour before weigh-ins? Like, it's crazy.
I think there's levels to it though, because we showed up all early and we were all on weight.
Yeah.
And I mean, different weigh-ins, different promotions. I mean, that's not the case with most of these guys. They struggle a little more than we do. Cause I think we got it down to a science pretty good. Maybe Isaiah a little bit better than us, but I mean, we know what we're doing, and there's levels even to the weight cutting portion of it.
Yeah. Do you obviously you guys get to fight at home sometimes, but like on traveling, like there's a lot more things you got to think about, right? Like, all right, am I getting close to the weight? Do I need what's the amenities and shit like that? So having like an Airbnb compared to a hotel, do you guys like just that aspect of just having room first of all?
Oh, yeah. Like last night we were playing Monopoly.
Right?
Yeah. It's a little more comfortable when you're in an Airbnb.
Man, these guys were getting down some Monopoly, man. I do have to say I didn't get last. That's all I gotta say.
I briefly played Monopoly.
I fear that Jonathan was the first one out.
It's a pretty real equivalent of my real finances.
Aggressive entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Shooter
go
was.
with that. In the railroads, boy.
Yeah.
But like when you guys are leading up to the week of, now let's move back a couple days, like do you guys start changing your mentality? Like, all right, shit, I'm fighting this weekend. Like, do you start changing anything, or just kind of like everything's kind of like the same because you guys been doing it for a little bit now?
Well, yes and no. I think the mentality definitely changes when you have to get ready for a fight, but I think you just have to have fun with it. I think if you're so serious leading up to it, you're going to end up hating it.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, it's important to be mentally ready, which I feel like we always are, but you have to have fun with it so you enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
At the same time.
I think another thing that changes too is like the week of, all you're really focused on is sweating.
Yeah.
And losing weight rather than like adding more skills and stuff like that.
Game plan, yeah.
I've heard that a lot of people say that. Do you feel like the way to shoot it, like the work's already been done? Like I used to always get a trip when I'd go out of town. I could only reference like playing high level hockey. Sometimes I would get tripped out when guys would buy new gloves or a new stick. I'm like, that throws your like you've already been with this stick and these gloves, and like I would always get tripped out. Well, I'm gonna get new wheels. I'm like, you're just gonna throw your game off. I was always the type of guy like I don't change the way when I would get ready, I'd had little routines. I'd put everything on from right to left, right
Yeah.
to left, right to left. The way I stretched, so I tuck in my jersey. I was always just like that same little process. Do you guys have things like that in your head, like little checklists of things?
You
that
know
you
what? Leading up to my first few fights, I was a lot more, I want to say strict and pretty strict with my superstitions as well, where I was like totally locked in for like 2-3 months at a time. And I had a talk with Chris after my last fight, and he kind of opened my eyes a bit. He said that you got to have a little more fun with it, you know? And I think that's what I changed about this camp and leading up to this fight, especially the last few days. I wasn't as like strict and tunnel focused on the fight, because if you do that, then it kind of, I think you get too focused on it. So this time I kind of, talked with my friends. Even going to practices, these guys noticed that I was a little more optimistic,
Energetic.
and and not as grouchy as they say. So
Yeah.
I think just raising that that vibe a little bit changed the way I trained for the fight, and I was more loose and perceptive to like trying new things at practice and training new things. And I think it really did help out this last few weeks especially.
Yeah, like, cause I mean, unfortunately, it didn't go your way when we were down in Austin. You know what I mean? But hearing you compared to what you were saying that day, compared to like when I was around you yesterday, I was like, hey, this is like different. You know, and I'm fortunate to get to see you guys go through your troubles and tribulations, and I'm just like, oh shit, these guys are evolving and, and doing different things. But when you guys were driving in, you know, the mood was light. You know what I mean? I was driving with Charlie and them, and we got there, and you guys were all smiles and shit, but kind of waiting around. Do you guys ever get tripped out? Like, for me, like, I'm coming in as an outside guy from a lot of combat sports. I've only been in combat sports like a year and a half, and I've been to different shows and different events. You guys ever get tripped out when you see the guy that you're fighting just like a couple tables over? Do you guys ever look into it?
It might be a little awkward, but it's not like tripped out. I think if you let that like bother you, I mean, I think it'll ruin the whole fight.
Yeah.
I think if you let little stuff like that, I think that's why it's so important when like around like who you surround yourself with. If you let that mental part of the aspect like take over you, it'll ruin the whole fight.
Yeah.
So you got to surround yourself and just positive thoughts on the fight.
I think another thing too is like at the end of the day, yes, you're fighting someone else, but if you don't do the things that you know as a fighter you're supposed to do, like the little things like moving your head, finding your jab. For me, is finding takedowns. If I don't do that, then I'm gonna have a bad fight. So I could care less if this guy's sitting in front of me or what his game plan is necessarily too. You know, like at the end of the day, it's even though I'm fighting him, I still have to do the things that I have to do. So it's a personal thing.
Shooter, you see your opponent in the room, you're kind of like, hey, whatever.
You know, at first I took it pretty personal, and I would tell Chris like my first few fights, I was like, I mean, I'm not trying to really hurt this guy, but I am in a sense. They're trying to hurt me. But now that I fought a few times, like there's a level and aspect of respect to it. So now when I see these guys, they're here to do the same thing, but they're just not as prepared as I am. So it's not as a big deal as I think I used to be. Like yesterday, I was kind of a little more lighthearted, even at the weigh-ins, making a few jokes.
Yeah, like a couple jokes.
A couple of jokes here and there. I had a few in the tank, but yeah, it's not they're there to do the same thing. They want.
It's never personal. It's not. It's not a personal
I think
thing.
a lot of guys I've gotten like, hey man, we're here to. You're trying to do exactly what I'm trying to do, but you're pretty much in my way.
Yeah, it's like everybody's
Exactly.
chasing this dream, but sometimes you just have to ruin someone else's dream to make yours a reality.
I think that builds the origin stories.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, damn, I fucking got my ass kicked. But the next few fights, that fool was different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like MMA does that. I think, in my opinion, you know what I mean? It's a little harsher for losses for MMA than boxing. Because, like, there's a lot more boxing fights you can get into. I feel like if you do too many MMA fights, I mean, that catches up faster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So-
hear a lot of like amateur fighters have over like 200, 300 fights.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with what, 6?
I mean, unless
7?
you're Chris, he does 7 amateur championship fights a year,
Right.
which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah, I have a thing for fighting for belts.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
The mentality leading up. So you guys, after you get your weigh in, we got to go eat after. Like is the mentalness of the weight cut. I know you guys deal with it differently, but like after talk about that feeling of after like weighing in and making sure you're good, and then you can sit there and chug and eat whatever. You guys were going ham.
It's a big like difference. I don't know, like especially after weigh-ins, you realize that it's not that bad.
No, yeah. The
Definitely.
first part is making weight, and then once you get that out of the way, then you can focus on fighting. But just eating and drinking doesn't matter after that.
Yeah, the whole week Isaiah was like, just one more day, bro.
They say it all the time that like the hard part is done when the hard part is the weight cut, and it definitely is. We probably cut the most weight on our team. Us three right here.
Of most teams, bro.
Most teams, we probably cut the most weight.
Only because we're so experienced with it that we know we're doing.
Yeah. Well, the wrestling pedigree, and then being able to your body. You know what I mean? That you can, because sometimes guys fight in weight classes I don't think they should be, and they don't want to They don't want to cut down just because of that.
I don't think it's just the wrestling either, because there's a lot of I think regional fighters that were wrestlers before, and they'll sign fights, and then a week of something always pops up. So I think it's like a mental fortitude thing as well. Like if you sign up for a weight, you got to get down there. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna have a bad water load. You're gonna have a bad practice, and you just gotta be able to push those things. And I feel like a lot of guys, they're either not able to, or they do it very, unwillingly.
They're not disciplined.
They're not
Disciplined enough.
Like the guy I'm fighting, he wrestled NAIA, so he wrestled too, but he missed weight.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys ever take it personal when somebody doesn't make weight, and you make weight, or have you been in times where like I kind of miss weight, so kind of fuck it?
No, I try not to make it personal. It's because I can see where they're coming from, because we've all been there. We've all cut weight, so I get it. Things happen, but if you sign a contract, you basically say you're gonna be able to make it, and if you don't make it, I just think it's weak.
Yeah.
But of course, things happen. Weight cuts go bad, but if you sign a contract saying you're gonna make weight, you gotta make the weight.
Yeah.
It's like a man's honor.
And then if you miss weight, like one of my opponents missed once by 7 pounds, and then you still lose a fight, like I'll reconsider your hobby choices at that point.
Hobby choices.
Yeah.
That's one thing I could say, dude, is like now that I see more fights, and this is not a knock against people, or just this is my observation of somebody coming in to a sport and started getting in, like, embedded in it. I could see guys that just want to fight just to fight, and then there's guys that are just the hobbyist fighters, and which is cool, and nothing wrong with that. Like, I've never fought. I would never sign up for a fight, so I'm not knocking it. But when you start saying that, like, you might start thinking your hobby is different. Like, I thought I wanted to fight, but now I'm fighting these guys that are cutting 20+ pounds with no problem.
Yeah, that's why they say there's levels to this. There's people that are here for the show. There's people that are here because they enjoy it. There's people that actually want to make a career out of it. There's levels to it.
Yeah. Let's talk about you guys ate so much yesterday. It was fucking great.
If you guys don't know, Jimmy's been hanging out with us for the last 24 hours.
Dude, this has been a cool experience.
Average amount of food, I wouldn't
It's
say
been
a lot.
I'd say it's a good 2,000-3,000 calories each.
God, man. I was so tripped out,
Double that.
Yeah, we would probably double it.
Dude, okay, so after the weigh-ins, you guys immediately started hydrating. Yeah. Some of you guys were eating watermelon, some honey, some crazy honey mixtures.
I went straight to candy.
Chips,
I went
candy,
straight to chocolate.
Heavy candy.
Watermelon,
I thought you were going to turn into Charlie all of a sudden with all the soda, too.
I wish. I wish.
Is that something normal that you guys always do? Just like after you eat, like it doesn't, like, just that hunger comes in and just kind of,
Yes and no. Because, I mean, when you cut weight, yes, you deplete yourself, right? But it's like, it's not necessarily that we're overdoing it. It's just like the hard part's over. Now it's just fighting. So like, yeah, I can eat a bag of chips.
Yeah.
But that's also an important thing when it comes to like cutting weight. Like your cutting weight is important, but your rehydration is just as important.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Because I've seen guys make weight and then they can't show up to the fight.
Yeah, because they hydrate wrong or...
Yeah.
The way I see it is right after weigh-ins, what you put into your body, that's gonna be the fuel for the fight. You know.
Damn.
So
fucking pizza.
Fucking
knocking out
60
motherfuckers.
slices of pizza.
Cheese is protein and fat, and the bread is the carbs, and the pepperoni is protein as well.
Is
It's
it
like
pizza
to break it down.
What do they say?
Pizza and vegetable.
Pizza is a vegetable. I think so.
Yeah. I think it has
goes
a
on pizza
good combination of everything in there.
Yeah.
And then the temptation to want to just keep eating or not eating. Because sometimes like I felt like you guys kept eating just to eat. And then after a while, like even me and Jack were like, all right, man, let's eat tomorrow like around 10, 9, because I was like, yeah, this is a lot of food for my little ass. But you guys, it's like, this is a normal meal after
But
weight cutting.
remember, like we've been on probably like a good strict diet for maybe
Oh,
3,
that's
4
true.
weeks leading up to the fight. It's different when you get to the fight week and you start your water load because
Yeah.
we're already eating good a couple weeks before. We're already cutting out the pizza, the burgers, all the chips weeks before the fight.
Yeah.
So just after weigh-ins, that temptation is there, and if you're
Yeah.
able to eat it, you eat it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you guys were eating disgusting food. It was like
Yeah.
we all ate some pretty good food. And then this morning, we went to Waffle House, and
Had
you guys
some good
destroyed
breakfast.
a bunch of shit, too.
I'm already hungry. We just ate, and I'm thinking about what I'm gonna eat.
Look good, feel good, perform good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing yesterday, too, that I was kind of tripped out on is, we went, I think Shuda, it was like the evening, he's like, I haven't been pissed yet.
Yeah.
But you were drinking water and stuff the whole time, dude. That was
Yeah.
so crazy.
We get down there pretty low in our weight cuts. We cut a lot, but we know how to rehydrate it and whatnot. And I'm peeing clear now, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good.
It's good now. Yeah.
When so now we're day of,
We're a couple hours out.
couple hours out. This is
5,
a
6
cool little
hours.
thing that this is why I wanted to talk to you. Like, I'm here with you guys the day before. I saw you guys get your weigh-ins, hang out. The camaraderie is always cool. Like, that's one thing I love about being able to hang out with different groups of people, because I can see the genuine respect for each other, the banter you guys are pulling for each other. I love seeing that. Does it make it easier when you have teammates fighting on the same card compared to like, hey, I'm gonna have to go fight by myself? You're here with me, but you're not fighting.
Oh yeah, definitely. This sport it's they say it's the loneliest sport, but I think if you surround yourself with people that you care about, that they care about you, you just naturally perform better.
Yeah.
When you have someone there that's with you through everything. I mean, I think the amount of times I've seen Jonathan this week, I don't think I'll see him for the next couple of weeks. I don't think I'll be able to
He's gonna
look
go
at
on
him.
his hiatus.
But it's been fun. I mean, we've been having fun with it. So it's just about who you surround yourself with.
It
Yeah.
definitely makes a difference. Like, I think, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about Chris here, but I tend to fight better when I'm fighting on the same card as Chris and perform better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just having that, you're close. I've been traveling and wrestling with Isaiah for, I don't know, maybe 8-10 years.
Yeah.
So we've been at it for a while, and having these two here does make a big difference.
Yeah.
This is our first fight together, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's been fun, though.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a journey.
Yeah, the vibes are cool. You know what I mean? Like, I've been able to hang out with separate teams, and everybody has their own vibes. And the one thing I can say about you guys are just fucking around, joking the whole damn time, which is so cool. It just, I love that kind of stuff, because I'm like, these guys are all gonna fight tonight. Like, this
Yeah.
is so fucking weird.
I think that's the cool thing though, when you're able to like just joke around and then be able to like flip that switch.
Yep.
Because a little later, when Jimmy pulls out the camera, he'll see that everybody's locked in
Yep.
and we're ready. Yeah,
Yeah,
But-
that's the thing too. Like, we really only have to lock in for, you're doing 3 rounds, right?
yeah, 3 rounds.
So 9 minutes,
9
of
minutes.
like just straight
Your
focus.
best work.
Your best
Savagery.
work. Like, that's all you really need to focus. Other than that, we can fuck around.
Yeah, might as well
Yeah.
have fun in the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like, I was talking about like the mental part of it. If you try to be serious and all that, it is gonna ruin the sport for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to enjoy it as you go.
Yeah, you only have to be serious 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
If that.
If you don't,
If that.
if you make it out of the first
Yeah.
round.
If that.
Exactly.
When we're leading up, like, when do you flip your switch, Shuda? I got to see it in Austin when we were there. We got there, everything out, and then once you started your face changed, your demeanor changed. Because I was recording you, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, you were pacing.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
and I always tell Jackie, whenever I start getting my hands wrapped, that's when it becomes real. A lot of people ask me if I get nervous or excited for fights, and I always tell them that it doesn't feel like it's happening till I get my hands wrapped, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, now it's go time. That switch is flipped.
Yeah.
And I mean, from that moment till after the fight, I think I am generally trying to hurt the guy.
Yeah.
Like, not on a personal level, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to not get injured and win the fight.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting my hands wrapped, even Jackie can tell that it's a different. That's when the shooter comes out.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's cool. Like, the persona. Like, I feel like everybody was like, when I used to play, I would just like, I would always be fucking around, and then when I'd go out there and skate, and I would just like fucking serious. I'd be the guy leading from the front, but I'd be yelling at people, "Let's go, come on, fucking go!" Like, that was my switch. But your guys' switch is more like calm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah,
to
cool,
me,
calm, and
it's
collected.
scary, dude. It just like I was watching Shooter pace back and forth, and then he kept like, doing this with his neck, and then he looked at me like winked. I was like, oh, that was dope.
Oh,
You
shit.
know what I mean?
That's a clip.
Yeah,
That's a clip.
yeah, but you even said some stuff. Like one thing, I don't know if you saw the video I had put out, and you had said some words like, "This is where people win or lose a fight right here." And I was just like, that was so interesting to hear because like I don't think the way you guys think or like, and you guys have had those situations where you guys are preparing for fights. So I always like watching people's demeanor and things like that. So the hand wrap is when you start switching it.
Yeah.
What
I
about
think
you,
so, for
Weapon
sure.
X? When does that switch happen?
When I walk in the cage.
Yeah.
When I see him, I'm like, okay,
I think
it's go time.
for your last fight, one of the comments I forgot, maybe it was Jimmy, but one of the commentators was saying that the other guy was like jumping around, smiling and waving. You were locked in, man. Look,
Yeah.
He stands there. It's
yeah.
crazy.
I was like, he's right. He looks.
I'd be terrified if I saw Isaiah
That's a
just standing
scary
there.
Weapon X, man.
I'd be like, whoa, that guy looks like he can wrestle.
You know
You're
he's
right.
a D1 wrestler, right?
Like,
Right.
he might know how to wrestle.
Head kick, bow. What
Oh,
the?
Hey, hand down, man down, bro.
Yeah,
I can throw kicks
man
too,
down.
bro.
So the cage switch. What about you, Chris? Like, when is that
I think
switch?
just being backstage when like you're seeing the fighters come in after fighting, you're seeing everybody wrap their hands, you start stretching, warming up. I kind of do this thing when I'm back there after I get wrapped up, I start shadow boxing and just hopping around. I think that's kind of when the switch starts. You start talking to yourself and your game plan and
Yeah. I like how you guys all have like there's different points. I mean, obviously you're serious as you get there and everything, but like you guys all had a different experience when that switch flips.
yeah, it's just different for everybody.
Yeah.
Whatever works best.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's because a lot of people that there's other people that are like that kind of referencing what you were saying, jumping around and staying loose. I see that sometimes too. Like some people might think as like, oh, this guy's not serious, but other people are like, oh, he's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm probably
so, I mean,
the
it's
most
different, right?
I'm probably the most unserious serious fighter that you're ever gonna meet.
Yeah,
I'll crack jokes walking to the cage.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I'll crack jokes like I'm in the cage. I stick my tongue out at people when I see them in the crowd.
Dude, one thing I like leading back to that. I remember when I was at KFL and I saw you walking out. Like that was the time I was like, damn, this kid has like a little bit of swag because I didn't know you're there.
Yeah.
I just
Aura.
talked to you. Yeah.
Aura?
He's got that aura, dude. Like the way you were like walking around at that high school, I was like, dude, I think this kid's gonna win. Like, the other guy, I forgot the gentleman's name, the fought from Zen, that you fought.
Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to him and
He
he seemed
sucks.
like the way he was serious too, but like the way you were walking around compared to him, I was just like, oh, it was weird. You had that little, you were smiling, you're all pointing and you're coming out. I
Yeah,
was like-
you have to have fun with it. I mean, just the way you hold yourself, the way you believe in yourself. I mean, the more you do that, the better you perform.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
At the end of the day, we're entertainers.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
entertaining sport.
Another thing too, I've always tell guys too, like I always bug you guys, hey man, y'all need to post stuff or do whatever.
Yeah.
Or another thing too is just like make it memorable for people to want to see you. Because I mean, I've seen guys or you guys even see professionals like, why is that guy fighting? People love to see him fight.
Yeah.
Promotions like to see him fight because when they show up, it's a show and they're part of the show and they want to make sure people get involved. I mean, some of the best fighters might not have all that in them, but I feel like you become more memorable when you do little things like that, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Even with the shooter, I remember you at CFC, I was like, that shit was dope. I was like behind recording that a year ago like that. Freaking Javi's out with his whole face covered up.
Ski man.
Yeah.
You just gotta be in entertainment, man.
Yeah, because people will remember that. I mean, obviously they'll remember how fight you up, but those little things like that, like, hell yeah, that shit's dope. Because, I mean, you guys train so hard and you get that moment after, just kind of like...
Yeah, that's what makes it work.
Yeah, and like back on what Isaiah was saying, you only have 9 minutes. Honestly, like no one sees the behind the. Well, some people see the behind the scenes, but nobody knows the training, the long hours that you put in. What they see is what you do in that cage. You gotta make the most of it.
Yep.
So, we're hours away. We already had some good-ass food. Are you guys going to eat again, you goddamn animals?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Maybe a little.
I'm gonna have a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Something
have some
small.
energy
Just
drinks.
keeps the carbs going a little bit.
I'm gonna shit myself. How much coffee you guys
Something
have?
small.
Damn, Jackie over there already had freaking.
Yeah, Jackie's
Yeah,
insane.
but
Anybody
he-
that
he
knows
lives
Jackie,
on
it's
coffee.
like
The Starbucks down the street closed down. They're out of espresso shots. She said.
because Jackie drank them
Yeah,
all.
they're gone.
Yeah, no.
You saw him yesterday without coffee. Different
Dude, he was
guy.
like his head was hurting.
He was
I was like,
all-
what the fuck?
He's all in a bad mood.
I was scared, bro. I was like, why am I still making jokes?
Nah, you didn't stop.
At all.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
All right.
What about you, Jimmy? How's it been hanging out with us for the last
Dude,
couple of
I am
hours?
so fortunate to just like, well, first of all, you guys are so welcome, everybody. Like, obviously, anytime I get to hang out with athletes, it's cool. And like, kind of, we were kind of chopping up in the car. It's just like, I respect what you guys do, and it's cool because there's some people that don't really respect what I do, which is cool. And like, I don't want to be around people that don't want me around.
Yeah.
And I've never felt that through you guys, even wins and losses or whatever, just it might not go your way. I always feel like it's cool to be around you guys, and like, because you guys inspire me in different ways. All the fighters inspire me, even the coaches and shit like that. Even Charlie with running all the different shit. You guys inspire me in different ways, so it's cool to be a part of it. And it's not like I'm trying to get embedded and be all cool with everybody,
Yeah.
but I love being able to just be around guys that enjoying life and trying to pursue shit, and the banter and then the relationship you guys have. It's dope because not a lot of people have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, somebody might be in the middle of Alaska training by themselves. Is a badass, but, doesn't have that support or the camaraderie of a teammate. But, it's not the same, right?
Yeah, that's why
Going
I
into
mean,
battle.
it's
Come
a
down to Empire. We
yeah.
got space for him.
it's a lonely sport, but when you have a support system like we do, it's not so lonely.
Wow.
Like in the cage, you're by yourself, but before, we're basically a family.
Yeah. Well, you guys are around each other all the time and punching the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, we actually punch each other a
Call
lot.
us face hugs.
Face hugs.
Face hugs. Yeah.
They don't feel like face hugs.
I'm sorry.
Face hugs. That's a new one.
Kicks don't feel very friendly either.
Yeah. Neither do Jonathan's uppercuts. I'll tell you guys that.
Check it. You're like, oh, god damn it.
Isaiah just wrestles us.
That one does feel like love though.
Yeah.
I just hug you.
Do you
guys.
wrestle? You might know how to wrestle, huh? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I dabble.
I
Formerly.
dabble there and there.
Before we get out of here, man, I kind of wanted to touch a little bit on the experience that you two had, being able to train with Valentina.
Oh, yeah.
I want to kind of talk to her a little bit. Like, not everybody gets the opportunity to do that. Sorry, John. I should.
Hey,
But-
get out of frame, buddy.
Talk about being around somebody like a high caliber athlete like that, Isaiah. Like, you've wrestled high level, and then you get to see an athlete at a higher level. Like, talk about that aura farming of her just walking around.
Well, yeah, she's kind of like what I mentioned earlier, like super nice and kind, but when it's time to put in work, it's time to put in work. Like one day I asked her, because I don't want to throw her under the bus, but she was late every day, huh?
She was like, yeah.
Every day. Her and her coach would pull up like around 9:20 by the time we got loose, and then it was time to get work.
It's her camp. You guys were early.
She was,
That's why he was like, not to throw her under the bus or anything,
You were
but
early.
You're
She was on
early.
time.
She
I
was
was
on
early.
I'm just
she was on
saying.
time.
I like that one.
we're not hating or nothing. We're just saying.
No, but
The
one
punches
day,
still were furious.
one day she got there without her coach, so I go up to her. I'm like, "Hey, Valentina, where's coach at?" And she's like, "Oh, he's coming." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I thought it was weird. They rode different cars, so I was like, "Oh, you guys rode separately today or what?" And she's like, "He's coming." And I was like, "Oh, you right, bro. I'll just go warm up."
My
Right?
bad, bro.
Yeah, like,
Don't worry about
Go
that.
stretch, weather boy.
go stretch. But no, it was dope experience. Super high level. Like, they're not doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of are, Superman punches and stuff like that.
And
but,
spinning.
but it's like simple stuff. Like
Spinning fist,
you
he
do a
calls it
couple
breakfast.
drills. You maybe do a push-up break, 10 push-ups. You do a couple more drills. Then maybe we wrestle for a little bit, and then back to drilling. So it was just super structured, which was cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was telling Jimmy that it's a lot of fundamental work, but it's like building that muscle memory for your fundamental work.
Yeah.
No.
So
it is.
it's a good experience. Realize that a grown woman can kind of beat us up.
Well, yeah, bro, but she's different.
Yeah, but you could really see like the levels to it on why she's the best in the world.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that was how I was looking at it. Like, obviously, you get to train with her and get to feel how she feels, even though she's a female in the best of her weight class. But just to be able to be around somebody that's a championship level caliber fighter, pro for X amount of years. Just like, what are some of the takeaways that you got from just being around that team?
I think. Oh,
Go ahead. You go
I think
first.
just being around it, like, it kind of opens up different windows. Not so much opportunities, but like just building that confidence of being there and being able to be like, wow, I can really do this. I can hang with the best. I can work with the best, and it just builds that confidence that you need in the sport.
I think anytime you look at a super successful high level athlete, they're not doing things that are impossible, you know? It's just time, the amount of time she's been doing this. You know, she's been fighting forever, competing forever at a high level. But it's like I said earlier, the practices aren't crazy. Like, we can take all that stuff that we did at those practices and do them every day.
Yeah.
You know? But the cool thing was she was so kind and humble.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how other people, I know Wei Lee is kind of like that too, but she was very kind and humble. So was her coach. Like, that was cool to see.
Just a good experience.
Yeah, and that's cool and then now you guys get to take that to your guys' gyms, and then, how John was saying, like, you guys have wrestled or traveled for 8 years together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like seeing that there's like a nucleus of a core of each gym that I've been to. There's like a few guys or girls that kind of always stick together, and I always feel like when when you guys are all kind of shit talking but then pushing each other, and then I think that just makes you guys better. Do you feel like that's without even you guys realizing? Like, look at 2 years ago, who would have thought you guys would all be fighting MMA in the same damn card? You know?
Yeah, it's crazy to think about it, but it's just, I mean, everything I see as everything happens for a reason. Take it how you go and have fun with it.
Yeah, might as well, huh?
Yeah.
It's a tough sport and we get beat up all the time, but
Like Chris said, we put ourselves here. No one signed that contract.
No
for
one
us,
did.
you know. So we're make a good time out of it.
Yep.
But it does help that I have these guys here.
Yeah, it
Little
does.
Nucleus.
Hell yeah, I love seeing that. You know what I mean?
I would like to believe that we have the best gym in El Paso.
I
Hot
would
take.
Also second
Hot
that.
take.
Nah, cold take.
Respect to all the other gyms, but
We got something special going on.
we have
with the
yes.
amount of I don't want to say low amount of experience, but the few fights that our fighters have.
Yeah.
I think we've proven
Very
a lot.
high volume team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if any other gym in El Paso wants to come train with us, go ahead. Feel free.
Yeah.
We're cool. We're nice.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got space.
We got a big gym.
I mean, and we won't have to go into certain names of gyms and guys, but there's certain guys and girls that are able to float around, and you guys seemed like you guys can do that too. I know Shuda was always a 10th Planet guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can show up any day over there and be all right. You know, I think building those relationships with other teammates, older teammates or old gyms, I think it's good too, because hey, if I ever need to go work on my jiu-jitsu, I can just go hit up 10th, or if I got to work on my hands, I go hit up Jack. Or,
Yeah, like the hospitality that we received when we went to Zen. That was our first time going to Zen. And it was great
Yeah.
with Mondo and their
shout out
team,
to
Luna
those
over there. They were so welcoming, so nice.
Yeah.
And even after the camp, they're like, "Hey, after this, if you guys ever want to come in and get some work in, feel free."
Yeah.
Whenever they gave us their schedule, and I was just like, "Wow, it was great."
Yeah.
I think at first when I first started fighting, I wasn't really sold into the El Paso versus everybody thing that everybody was saying. But after training for a while, and it's a little different than wrestling or even jiu-jitsu when I was younger. A lot of these guys do want to see you succeed, and
Yeah.
we got these pros, up and coming pros that have been in big organizations. They want to see us succeed, so they're inviting us and they're pushing us. They're showing us cool stuff, and now that I've been fighting for a while, it really is kind of El Paso versus everybody.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate all the love that all those gyms show us, 10 Planet, Zen,
Yeah.
all the gyms down there.
I think everybody within reason, there might be old tiffs and older little things, but ultimately, I don't think anybody's wishing you ill will. Everybody's hoping you do well, because at the end of the day, how you were saying, we're all from the same little spot. You know, why wouldn't you want to push somebody to do well? Fuck yeah, Shooter went out there and knocked that fool out, you know? Weapon X did his thing and, threw a high kick right away.
It's coming, bro.
A spinning back kick.
Chris was doing his 1-2 spin. 1-2 spin. But I love seeing that, man. But before we get out of here, any last words, any final thoughts when you guys are hours away from fighting?
No, just if you guys are watching at home, enjoy the show. If you're watching here in Arizona, we're looking to go 3-0. 3-0, get in, get out, have a fun night.
Fun night.
Well said.
Shout out Jimmy Dukes.
Jimmy, thank you
also
for having
kept
us.
it very lighthearted this trip, kept us in good
Hey,
spirits.
man,
with
I
all his
appreciate the
questions.
hospitality,
Oh,
man.
hey, Jimmy said first round on him, huh?
Oh,
Yes, I
first
did
round
say
on
that.
Jimmy.
But hold on, but you
Yeah,
gotta
you did.
win.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna
What
win.
did you say? Win or lose, we booze?
We're gonna win though.
Win, lose,
win.
drop,
We're
we
gonna
booze.
Johnny?
Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate his time and just hanging out with you guys, and just being around you guys is cool. Like, it makes me feel good. Like, I feel like an old man, but I love seeing this kind of stuff and just being around it and being able to capture it and just kind of like be able to tell people like, hey, man, those guys are serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they might be fucking around, but they're out there trying to do their thing. But yeah, man, I'm excited for tonight. Whoever's watching this or listening is it'll be post fight when you hear this and watch this. But it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys, and I appreciate your time, man. Lightweight title tonight.
Flyweight.
Flyweight, my boy. Flyweight. Second fight of your career.
Yes, sir.
You're going out there. Shooter getting a title shot at 145.
Other weight.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be exciting. We're going to be Rise of the Prospects, Rialto Theater in Tucson, Arizona. And it's going down tonight. But thank you guys so much, man.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, Jimmy.
For sure, man. You guys, make sure you guys watch the documentary. It's going to be behind the scenes. It'll probably be out with this video as well. But until next time, we'll catch you guys at the fights. Peace, homies.
Should have show out.
Hey,
Should have show out.
good shit, guys.